Shooting tethered is awesome. I'm a big fan. But sometimes there are problems. Tethering can be a real pain if you don't know some of the finer points. Here are 5 tips to help make your tethered shooting go smoothly. Memory cards. This is probably the cause of 90% of tethering issues. Every time you connect a camera and your computer for tethering, they have to negotiate that connection. This includes deciding what to do with all the images that might already be on the memory card. If you're having trouble getting your camera to connect, pull the cards from your camera and try again. If it connects easily after that, you found your problem. If you want to tether with a card in the camera, make sure to start with a freshly formatted card at the beginning of the shoot. Close any competing software. Let's say you're trying to tether into Lightroom, but you also have EOS Utility open on your computer. Both of those softwares have the capability of tethering, and when you connect a camera, they'll often fight over the connection. Before you start a tethered shoot, always make sure that only the tethering program you want to use is open, and you can save yourself a lot of frustration. Turn off power delivery. Another major cause of tethering instability is USB-C power delivery. Most modern cameras use USB-C for tethering. USB-C can deliver data and charge the camera. Those two functions aren't always compatible. If your camera allows it in the settings, turn off USB power delivery to get a more stable connection. If you own a camera without that option, use a tether cable that has a one-way, data-only connection. You can identify these kinds of cables easily because they usually have a picture of a screen or a camera on the ends, letting you know which end to plug in to which device. Always shoot to your internal hard drive. As much as it's convenient to shoot to an external drive when tethering, it can cause some serious complications. If that hard drive gets bumped, even a little bit, not only will it stop your tethering midstream, but you could lose the connection and corrupt the whole catalog. When you create a new session or catalog in your tethering software, always select your local hard drive. Pro tip: make sure you clear off some space. You typically need at least 30% of your hard drive free for tethering to go smoothly. Always have a backup for everything. Anytime you have a technical problem, the fastest way to find out what's causing it is the process of elimination. You can't isolate the problem if you don't have a backup equipment to swap out and test. Bring an extra tether cable, an extra camera body, even an extra laptop if you can when on a job. If you're having trouble still getting a stable tethering connection and you have already followed the previous steps, start by swapping out the memory card, then the tether cable, then the camera, and finally the computer. Somewhere in that process, you will find what's causing the problem. And here's one I've learned from experience. Never let a paid job be the first time you use a new piece of equipment. Always test your gear before using it on a client. Trust me. If you have any questions or tips on tethering, make sure to put them in the comments. Like and subscribe to this channel so you can follow PPA for more tips.